In today's episode of Manabonded, Nate plays bully number 3 in the school play.
I'm sitting here and looking at him like, that kind of feels more like a punching bag, but
Josh tries to find any reason to leave your shopping cart in the parking lot. Well, okay, if you're being racist, that's probably not a good reason, but most other reasons, okay? Zach tries his hand at ASMR that's more upsetting than calming.
I said I smell you every night.
Hello everyone and welcome to Manabonded, the Magic the Gathering advice show as seen on TV. I'm Josh, your host, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Nate and Zach. Say hey guys.
hello, guys. Welcome to our show.
Hello. I have something I'd like to say.
Oh, and what is that? Zach, what do you got for us?
Nathaniel has been playing Minecraft for 66 hours.
I also saw that, and I think we need to have a little bit of, we need to have a conversation here.
No, I have not actually been playing Minecraft for 66 hours.
Do you sleep?
I have
Are
been,
you alive?
So when I went to sleep, I thought I had turned off my computer properly and got it to go to bed, but it did not. And then I have been doing a lot of AFK farming. So
A lot.
yes.
Clearly a lot.
A few days.
A few days. Well, it's also I don't know if it is counting the time where I'm just like, I went to bed and it's just running in the background.
Oh, I
Or,
think it's counting.
like, yeah.
I think
Well,
those
clearly counted last night.
That's true.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, it totally
Minecraft is my
counted.
jam.
I can tell. You know, I've
Yes.
thought about it, and my Steam account, currently the highest game on there is Destiny 2, obviously, with over 2,200 hours.
Understandable.
But realistically, I think the game I've probably put more time into is Minecraft, but I don't have a good way to figure that out because I played a lot as a kid on the Xbox version, right? And then I played on PC versions for ages. So it's just how do I track all that other than just assuming that's my highest played game?
Fair. I don't know. Is there a way to check it? Because I'd be curious too.
And I didn't have the same account for all of those either, so tracking across that runs into issues as well.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
the different systems is what would
Yeah.
make it the hardest part to track.
Yeah, it does.
For me, it has mostly been on PC. So if it's an account check thing,
You just checking now to see if
Look
you can
up-
figure it out.
I'm trying to look up.
www.howmanyyearsofmylife.have-I-wasted-on-minecraft.com.
Is that a real website? Because hold
Are-
on.
Okay, so you can do see statistics, but I think that's a world-specific thing. Yeah.
Nothing comes up when I search for my website, so I can't help you anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see, because I do know that with my family's Minecraft server, I could check, and it would be quite silly
Quite
on how
a bit.
many hours I've got on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I can see, it's
Right.
just you can check per world playtime hours, but you can't check per account, which would be the goal here. So
Right. And on the weekends, I do end up playing a lot of Minecraft, and so either I have it in the game just pulled up, or I am AFK farming something while I'm cleaning, doing other things.
Mhm.
But last night, I don't know if I was just tired and forgot to turn it off, but when I woke up this morning, it was still in the world. Everything was still going like normal. So I'm like, okay, guess we AFK'd all last night unintentionally.
yeah,
I just wanted to call you out. That's all.
It's fair.
yeah, that's a lot of
66 hours is a bit of time, for a
Yeah.
session.
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
48 hours
teeny
without
tiny
sleep.
bit.
I think is the threshold at what point everything starts going very poorly for the human body.
Yeah. No, I got sleep. It just was on my computer and it was running. So
Yeah. All right. Well, glad to hear you're safe.
Welcome to Manabonded.
Welcome to Manabonded,
welcome to Manabonded,
where we do
call out
not condone 66-hour marathons.
Minecraft sessions.
Yeah. No.
Right. You got AFK farm and get some sleep.
I guess there's like a new thing going around where people are like turning speedrunning Minecraft into like a ranked thing. There's like Minecraft servers now where you can like speedrun the game and you'll rank up depending on how fast you do it. And people will like, there's like rankings like coal 1 or like iron 3 or whatever. And yeah, that is just the
That's
wildest thing to me. It's surprising, and it's also surprising how long it took for this to become a thing, because I feel like that should have been a thing like 10 years ago, you know?
Well, they do have leaderboards and rankings for speedrunning.
Yeah, on like speedrunning websites, but this is like some
Yeah.
server is doing like an internal ranking leaderboard system.
Yeah, that's a little crazy to me.
Yeah, it's wild. But other than playing over 3 days worth of Minecraft, how you guys been?
Been good.
Yeah.
You know, the 3 days worth of Minecraft is pretty fun.
Yeah, I
Fair.
just got back from Washington after a road trip to see my sister after she just got
That's a
married.
ton of washing.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for that, Zach.
That was pretty good. I just came up with that on the spot, actually.
I couldn't tell.
That was a pretty good one.
But yeah, so we went up there this weekend for her wedding. It was a great time. But it's like an 8-hour drive, and we couldn't leave until after work Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So what we did was the halfway point is basically where her in-laws live, where my wife's parents live. So we just stayed with them on the halfway point, and then we made the rest of the journey in the morning. And then on the way back, we did the exact same thing. We pulled in late last night at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then this morning we slept in pretty hard so that we wouldn't be too wiped for the drive home.
I like it.
Nice.
The downside of that is I've only gotten about 2 or 3 hours of sleep in the middle of the day today, because road trip sleep isn't the best sleep. And I work tonight.
In that
so,
REM cycle, you know?
Yeah, and I gotta work tonight.
you work
so
tonight.
It's gonna be, I'm not excited. But we'll see what happens.
That's what the Red Bull.
What if you call in? What if you call in and just play Minecraft instead?
I called in. I got last night off of work so that we could do this and not have to like drive a crazy amount in one go.
That's fair.
So we probably should have left earlier in the day today to go home, but we were just so beat from
That's
everything.
snooty.
Yeah. So I'll survive, and I'll let you guys know how it goes, but I'll figure it out.
So you just gotta pound some Red Bulls. Pound a Red Bull or two.
Something, man. Something.
Actually, we're sponsored by Monster Energy.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I
that's
forgot.
right.
I forgot. Sponsored by
Oh,
White
our-
Monster.
Yeah,
Our-
you
our
gotta
anthem
say Monster
sponsor.
Energy, right? Don't say the other word, even though that's the one Esther really likes.
Yeah, that's okay. My
Yeah, that's
wife
the
is
one that I
also a
drink.
Red Bull girl.
They got the white
Sugar-free
tea
Red
back,
Bulls.
and I am so excited.
My wife is
Yeah.
infinitely upset that they canceled her favorite Red Bull flavor earlier this year.
What was that one?
It was the green one, Karuba Elderflower or whatever. That was like her absolute favorite flavor, and Red Bull has canceled it, and she's so upset about it.
Yeah, I can't be too sad for her, because that means I got back my favorite. My favorite recent one. They're not bringing back my true favorite. That's been gone for years at this point. But getting back the white peach.
Oh yeah.
So happy. Yeah.
Well, you guys want to answer
All
some
right.
questions?
No, I'm ready for the first question. All right, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I got you.
All right. So we got a question
Our first
here.
question. Wait,
What are you doing?
Our first question is going to be, ready?
Yes.
All right. We're going to do Numot the Devastator. He is a Jeskai dragon. What kind of energy drink would he enjoy? Would he be a Monster, a Red Bull, any of the other ones?
What? It's
Numot the Devastator.
Numot the Devastator.
Okay,
from
so here's what I'll
Legends.
say. I have always joked that Numot the Devastator is the most American card ever made, because it's a red, white, and blue, flying, and it shows up and destroys lands. That feels like a very American thing.
It feels very American.
So what's the most American energy drink I can think of? Ladies and gentlemen, Four Loko.
Or Loco. Yep, that's a good one.
That is very American. I was gonna go with the other very American one, Monster.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know of anybody outside of the U.S. who drinks Monster, unlike Red Bull and other
I don't think
ones.
it's allowed. I don't, like legally. I don't think they can sell it in other countries, man.
Uh,
Legally, this will kill you.
that's fair. There's a lot of things that are not legal in other countries for different reasons.
Yeah.
All right, round two. Round two. Go-Go, Master of Mimicry from Final Fantasy.
Oh, dude, he's
Red
Red
Bull.
Bull.
Yeah.
Easy.
Red Bull?
Yeah.
Red Bull?
Red Bull.
You think,
Yeah.
think he wants some wings?
He wants them wings. He wants to copy people or copy things. So he wants
That's
them
fair.
wings.
All right, Zach.
That's fair.
Oko. What's Oko drinking?
Oko's drinking me. I mean, there's nothing else. Yeah, I will give him all the energy he needs, my good sir. I will give him all the energy he needs.
I don't think that's how that works, Zach. I don't think that's how that works.
Let me
You're
tell
gonna
you,
tire him
it
out.
does.
Okay, let's move on to these questions we had prepared here. Anyway, first question we got is from the competitive EDH subreddit. This is from user DriftChrisSC. Cool username, legible. He says, I'm bored. I want a new deck to play. Who is so close to being a CEDH commander? The post says, so I'm terribly bored with the CEDH decks I've been playing, and I want to flex my muscles trying something new, but I'm having builder's block on what to build. So my question is this. What is a commander you feel is so very close to being a top 10 played commander, but it either hasn't had the support, or isn't very popular that you want to see piloted like it's a top 10 deck? I want to play those decks. I'd like to hear about the ones that just missed the cut in top 16, stuff that's strong but people just don't play, or some unhinged stupid card that people won't play for a reason like mana cost or something with strong synergies and or abilities.
Oh boy.
So
I got an easy answer for this one.
Can I
need to look up his name real quick though.
Yeah, I have one quick thing to say to you, Drift Chris. I'm sure you're a great person. I'm going to assume the best of you. But this question does feel kind of pretentious, man. Your part where you said, what's a commander that you feel is going to be a top 10 commander, but people aren't playing it, aren't playing it enough so it won't be top 10. The assumption that you will be the guy to take this commander into the top 10 of CEDH is absolutely nuts to me, dude. The audacity and the bravery. Yeah, the bravery this man has to be able to pull this off is incredible. Let me real quick. I will read the top 10 CEDH commanders as of, let's see.
This second of our lives.
This is in the last 3 months, according to EDH Top 16, a website that puts together and aggregates all tapped out CEDH tournaments across the world. The top 10 currently are, in order from top to bottom, Crom and Tymna Crom Bluefarb, Kinnan, Rograk Thrasios, Rograk Silas, Sisay Weatherlight Captain, Itali Primal Conqueror, Thrasios Tymna, Ral Monsoon Mage, Kefka Court Mage, and Thrasios Yoshimaru. Those are in the last 3 months.
Kefka's up there.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see Kefka still up here in the top 10.
I am fringing it up now.
But this is strictly by popularity. If I switch to conversion rate, okay,
winning doesn't matter.
I am not switching to conversion rate because apparently Arkham Dagson has had 12 top cuts to the top 16. Essica God of the Tree has had 9.
This person is the one who made
apparently
Ransom up to the top. Somebody answered with that response, and he's making it to the top 10.
Sorry, that was just conversion rate. Basically, plays by top cuts. Actual top cuts, the list is basically the same, but we also see like Tivit, Seller of Secrets, and Dargo Tymna in the top. So
that makes sense.
Strictly popularity, scrolling a little bit, there are always a lot of great CEDH commanders that are just borderline cool and look really fun, but just aren't quite doing it. And I think there's always great options to be found. I will always push for a deck that it's top 20. But I mean, Tyam is top 20 technically, right? So just try Tayam, man. That deck has always had
Touché.
a lot of eyes on it. I think in our server we're constantly evaluating every card, but it can always use a couple more people to really test it out, really play it out, get your reps in, and figure out what looks good and what plays well. Lorway and Eclipsed has given us a lot of new tools and a lot of new toys for Tayam that we're all willing to try out, and we're all happy to see how it goes. So I'm always going to put my hat in for Tayam, but what do you guys say?
More people should be playing Zelix.
Oh, yeah.
Zelix is super cool. He is very meta dependent, which can be a big downside for him. But the fact that we're kind of like alternate between super creature based decks and like combo decks that run few creatures. I mean, Sisay and Kennen are full of creatures, and those are two in the top 10. I don't know about some of the other ones, but Zelix is just like, hey, I'm gonna combo off, and you're playing a bunch of cards that you normally would. You can still play Thoracle combo. You usually want to team him up with a mono black background. I mean, I guess all the backgrounds are mono color. Sweet, they haven't been cool and given us any multicolor backgrounds yet. But I used the one that lets you draw cards. I have seen people, I did see somebody's spicy deck that was using just the one it came with, the Haunted Presence, I think it is.
Haunted one?
Yeah, it is the one that you get to, when it becomes tapped, it gives them +2/+0. Yeah, Haunted one. So they use that, and then they use stuff like Intruder Alarm and a few other things in order to get him to untap. And then they were just using his pay one ability to tap and make somebody mill. And
Okay.
they're like, hey, I've been able to untap him like 4 times in one turn. And that gives all my horrors +6/+6.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So I can just go to Beat Town with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I know you've played it for a while. I saw you play it a while ago, and it
Uh-huh.
seemed interesting. So
It's the counter to my Winota deck.
yes.
It is a counter to Winota. That's part of the reason why I built it, because Winota's gone in and out of popularity, like a lot of other commanders.
Yeah.
And when you have very creature heavy meta, this guy is
That goes
so
crazy.
good.
Did you
It
guys
is
know
a little
he's up to
tricky.
$40 right now? That
Yes.
feels crazy to me.
Ooh, Zelix?
Well, he's been
I did not
yeah.
expect him to be $40.
Zelix is expensive, partially because we've had a number of
Horror Matters
horror
card.
things. Yeah, like
I mean, just
I
look
think
at
a
the
lot of
Furby
people
Secret Lair.
exactly.
That's a horror.
The Furby secret lair is part of the reason why he is so much money, because people want to
Yeah.
build the cursed Furby.
The cursed Furby, indeed.
Yeah.
That card is
One
so
of my
good.
one of my friends, she was like, "Hey, by any chance, do you have the cursed Furby horror legend?" I'm like, "No, I don't. Sorry."
You're like, I
And
wish.
then I looked on the Secret Lair website, and they still had the layers, so I just sent her a message to be like, "Hey, I don't got it, but you could still buy it from here."
You can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these
That's how.
secret layers
Yeah.
last longer than others I've been seeing.
Yeah, especially since they swapped to the we're gonna hold it. We're gonna keep it up until it's gone,
Yeah.
which personally not a fan of. I would rather have it be go back to the hey, we are going to print this to for a certain amount of time. Anybody who gets in can do it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I want to go back to the window. That was
But now,
much better.
now they're doing dynamic pricing. So, like, why can we even complain about it anymore?
Oh
right?
yeah, did you see the secret layer that they're doing
My nipples
today
hurt.
with the what?
Yeah.
The
My
faster you are, the
nipples
cheaper
hurt.
it is.
All of them
My
are
nipples hurt.
out of stock
Yeah.
now, by the way.
It's not even a good drop either.
No, and so they
Not even
just
a
did
card.
they just did, for those who don't know, a Chaos Vault drop, and Chaos Vaults are like you get 0 warning
Chaos.
until like the
They're
day
chaotic.
like 23 hours before or whatever, right? Something super small. And they were like, we are just testing something here. So they released the same 4 cards in foil and non-foil at 10 different price points. 5 foil, 5 non-foil. So You could get it for non-foil at $10, or you could get it for non-foil at $35, or you could get it for non-foil at $40, right? Or you could get it for foil at $20, foil at $40, at various different price points within there, right? But they literally say when you click on it, just so you know, every single one of these cards is the same across all of these releases. No matter how much you pay, you're getting the same cards, and there's nothing extra. You will not get anything extra.
Just pay more for it.
We are literally just doing this to figure out what you guys are willing to pay, and if you are willing to pay more or less. And so it makes me a little nervous to see that all of them are sold out, because obviously the $10 one sold out the fastest, right? But
Yeah.
the fact that even the $50 foil and the $40 non-foils have sold out means that people are still willing to buy it for that price. So people are they're going to ask us to spend $40 for mid cards. And I'm not excited for that.
I'm wondering how much of this was actually like scalper people.
I can't imagine scalpers thought they were going to get enough out of this, right? Because the cards in the drop were not expensive. They were less than 20-cent cards, except for Dryad Arbor, which might still be less than 20 cents.
Oh, that's
Dryad Arbor's a bit.
Dryad Arbor is less than $2. It's not it's not expensive, guys.
Well, I mean, it's like when they tried to sell us the $5 food tokens.
Yeah, that's true.
The free secret lair. All you had to do was pay shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the $1 lands.
Yeah, the flower lands. Oh, it's $1. Yeah, $1 lands.
Yeah, it's just them experimenting with pricing.
Like,
but
even the cheaper ones, you still have to pay shipping. Like, they're still getting you with the shipping costs. So, like, are you really saving that much money? Like,
no, that's why I've gone a whole lot lighter on secret layers now.
Yeah. Fun times. All right, Mr. Drift Chris, we're coming back.
Yeah. Drift Chris. Yeah, Zach, what do you got?
Yeah. I see that you're bored and you want to flex your muscles by trying something new. All right. So the best way to flex your muscles right now is a little guy named Arcades, the strategist.
Oh my!
The best offense is a good defense. This guy is in band colors. Big booties matter. Whenever a creature with defender enters, draw a card. That's pretty good. Drawing cards is good. There's a lot of ways to make infinite blink and mana, right? It can't be bad. It can't be bad. Each creature you control with defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness. So those big booties can now kill. Like, imagine dropping what's the guy from Murderers of Carlisle Manor that has the big, like, the 15.
The turtle.
The Pride of Hulklade. Yeah. Pride of Hulklade.
Pride of the Hulklade. Yeah. Play him. Beat someone for 15 damage. Play the ball. Bossing Say Wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit them with a big booty. You're living life. You're in Bant colors. You're just doing the same thing with Cradle. You know?
It's true.
I mean, I guess.
Can't be bad. It can't be bad.
It totally can. But if you want to go
he's going to flex his muscles and make it good.
Yeah, you know
he's
what?
getting top 10 with this bad boy right now.
You know what, Drift Chris? If you can make it work, make it work. I'd love to see it.
A strategist, just like in the name, will be able to make this work. And Drift Chris is a strategist.
All right. I feel like that's good. That's a good answer. Let's move on to our next question here from the EDH subreddit. Now the Defiler, I think I got that right. You're on shaky ground there, buddy. How would you handle someone taking infinite mulligans? The post goes as follows. Long story short, my buddy has a coworker who we invited to a regular pod as our fourth has a shaky schedule. I noticed he takes infinite mulligans. I'm not a complete dick, so the first times I let it slide. But after a while, it got old. Everyone else would be taking mulligans to go to 6 or 5 card hands, and he'd just be shuffling and end up with 7. The other super annoying thing is that he always has bomb starts to games and would end up with a turn 3 Ristic or Smothering or some other bomb value piece. One game I said, hey, how many mulligans are we doing? and he said, "I'm just trying to find a playable hand." I brought it up to my friend who introduced him, and apparently he's very autistic and doesn't pick up on social cues, even though I looked directly at him and asked him. So I let my buddy know that I'm kind of done playing with him. He said that he understands, but he thinks I'm being a bit harsh on him. To me, infinite mulligans undermines deck buildings, and if there was ever a chance I'd allow it, that goes out the window when you play cards like Ristic and Smothering, which he puts these cards in every deck he plays. Am I being too harsh, or did I approach this the best I could? What's your take here, Zach?
It's a great question. Honestly, I don't think it's outside of your realm to not want to play with this guy if he's doing infinite mulligans. Like, that's insane. There's
Yeah.
no way I would play with anyone who's doing that. It's like playable hand or winning hand, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know what you're mulliganing to. You can be mulliganing to 7 lands and be like, this is playable. It is playable. Everything's playable.
Yeah.
Not good, but every hand is playable. You can play the game. Not well.
You gotta have
but
some
you can play
lands
the
at
game.
least.
No. You don't need lands. You're still playing. You're just not doing anything, but you're still playing in a
Yeah.
loose term.
Yeah.
I don't think him being autistic and picking up on social cues has anything to do with it. I think he's playing Magic. He should abide to the rules of Magic. If everyone else is getting infinite mulligans, then no big deal. But if he's the only one getting them, that's different.
Yeah. And I can kind of see someone in the comments initially pointed out that like he may not understand what you were trying to say when you said, "Hey, why are you doing so many mulligans? Like how many mulligans are you doing?" I think that there's a valid point that he may not have understood that you were actually trying to say, "Can you stop taking mulligans? We're not going to keep going until you find a perfect start."
Yeah.
I would definitely say in approach to maybe there being a miscommunication, I think a solid, very direct, very point blank conversation where you say, "Hey, do not take multiple mulligans for free. When you are taking mulligans, take them properly, go down in cards from your starting hand, take your free one, then go to 6, then 5, then 4, but you cannot just keep picking up full 7s and keeping full 7s until you're happy with it. You know, that's not allowed by the rules, and it's not making for a fun game for me, so please stop." However, you are not, under any circumstance, obligated to continue to play with anyone you don't want to play with for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Well, okay, if you're being racist, that's probably not a good reason, but most other reasons,
Yeah,
okay?
that's fair.
I mean,
Like,
technically, you're not obligated to play with anybody. It doesn't make you any less of an asshole
yeah,
to
if you're gonna,
not play with people because you're racist. But technically, you are allowed to do that, and then people are not. People are allowed to say, "You're not playing in our community anymore," because we don't
yeah,
accept that here.
I hope that if there is somebody out there who says, "I don't want to play with X person because of some racist or homophobic reason," I hope that person just runs out of people to play with. You know? That everyone else
Well, they
decides,
should.
"I won't play with you. Because get out of the game. Don't want you here." Anyway,
Yeah.
you are fully okay and fully in the right to always say, "I do not want to play against you in my pod." In a casual setting, in a game of Commander at a local store, or with buddies where sometimes people rotate in and out of the group, it is more than okay to say, "You know what? Actually, I really don't like playing with you. It's not fun for X reason, and I'm done." That's totally fine.
Yeah.
100%.
And if you don't mind taking the loss, you could even do it in a competitive format.
Absolutely. Yeah.
100%.
Nothing to stop you, man. It's just a game.
Yeah. It's just a game. We're playing to have fun.
Every time he takes a mulligan, you also take a mulligan.
Oh, yeah.
So you're both mulliganing the exact same time, and every time you just match his mulligan.
Yep.
I do think I agree with Josh, though, that I believe the comment about him being autistic was more of like he probably did not get that you're like, "Hey, man, stop taking mulligans." It was more of a, I'm explaining, I'm answering your question exactly how, I'm answering the question. I'm taking a mulligan to get a better hand, not realizing that, hey, I'm actually trying to tell you, stop it.
Yeah.
So
Be direct. Be direct.
Be
with them,
direct
yeah?
and saying,
like, "Hey,
"Hey, we're not
why are you
doing
doing this?
that."
Knock
Yeah.
it off,
This
yeah.
isn't okay." Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
am with the autistic community on this one. People asking slanted questions that's actually meant to say
Oh,
something else.
Sucks.
Knock it off, dude. Like
For
Just
this
get
is
real.
a
over
little
it.
bit on you to say like, hey, you should have been more direct. You shouldn't have been like, hey, how many mulligans are you doing there, bud? Not everyone's going to connect the dots and realize, oh, maybe I am doing too many mulligans. Most people are just going to answer that flatly, especially if they have trouble reading social cues. So, can we all just, as a community, agree if somebody is doing something that you don't agree with, flat out tell them, hey, I don't agree with that. Or if they're breaking a rule, tell them, hey, that's against the rules. You need to stop.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
am a big fan of telling people how it is.
Yeah, it is my least favorite thing to have people just beat around the bush and ask sideways questions and, I really don't appreciate when somebody is like asking me about a situation which is really them just asking me to stop. Just I don't like it when people don't say what they mean, right? It's very frustrating.
Beating around the bush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Don't like beating
frustrating.
around the bush. I think like a good example of this is like in like a lot of workplace trainings, like especially in a managerial position. It's like if you have an employee who really stinks, like what do
Mhm.
you like?
Who
How do you
smells
go about
awful.
that?
Yeah.
Like how do you go about bringing that up? And it's like just be direct. Like you got to just tell them how
Hey,
it is. Like hey, you do not smell good right now. Like do you need to go home and shower? Like do you need to do something? Like but like
your
just let
hygiene
people
is
know.
lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
don't try to like sugarcoat it or be anything. Just be direct. Let them know. Get it over with. They don't know it's a problem until you tell it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if there's repeated issues where, like this, an employee is consistently showing up to work having not showered for 5 days in a row, when you know they can, like them not being able to isn't
Yeah.
part of this. They can shower, they just choose not to for 5 days in a row. It would be the same thing, I would say, as a person who is taking infinite mulligans and I've asked them not to. It's you're done. You need to
You're
leave,
dead.
and I will not
You're out
interact
of
with
here.
you anymore until you have learned what the right way to do this is. If it's an employee, you're going home without pay for the rest of the day. You shower, you come back. You don't get to work your shift that you are on schedule for unless you have showered.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
mean,
one of
there's
the
moments where it's like it's hot, you get sweaty.
yeah,
Oh, for
It
sure.
happens.
For
right.
sure.
Or like if it's a consistent thing, that's different.
It's like you might be smelly on occasion because it's just
Life
hot. You forgot
happens.
to put it on deodorant.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
happens.
It
People
is what it
stink.
is.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's who we are.
I don't smell like roses all day, every day, despite my best
Oh,
efforts.
Josh, yes, you do. I
No,
smell you every
trust me,
night.
dude. Trust me. I eat way too much Taco Bell to smell like roses.
I said I smell you
Uh,
every night.
I'm
Yeah,
ignoring
he
that
missed it.
because I'm terrified.
He gives you little head kisses.
Just little
I I,
it's kissing
I,
the
I
homies
know
goodnight.
this.
All right,
I know
bracket
this
3
because
doesn't allow it, but every other bracket does. All right.
yep. I know this because I'm watching him through the window.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Y'all need
spicy.
go home. Go away.
We are home. We are home, Josh. Let us in. Let us in. We can't keep finding new ways to get in.
I'm impressed you're opening doors with nub hands.
Good thing you don't have a crawl space. Wink, wink.
Oh
Wink,
no.
wink.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I am gonna add to that a little bit with our little hygiene talk. I have to say, I really like the fact that the person who manages magic at Pearl Souls is a lady,
Yeah.
and she's like, I want more women here.
Shout out Izzy.
So yeah, Izzy's great. She's like, I want more women here, and women aren't gonna show up if it stinks.
Yeah.
So we have little sticks of deodorant in the
Yeah.
bathroom. And if you stink, I'm gonna tell you, and then
And we're gonna
no
fix
big
it.
deal. Yeah, no big deal. You can go, touch up your pits in the sink in the bathroom. It's fine, and use some deodorant. It's fine. Uh, that's why we have it. We want this community to be a welcoming place for people. But if you keep coming in, I'm gonna make it known, and then I'm going to shame you for it.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
just
will
gonna
not be
let
the
it
bad guy
fly.
here.
Yeah.
But I will shame you.
Well, I am not a fan of shaming people for things that are out of their control. I am a big fan of shaming people for things that are in their control and negatively impact those around them.
Yeah.
True. True.
Whether it be smelling badly on, by choice via not, showering for multiple days in a row, or smoking right next to me, I will shame you. Knock it off.
That's fair. There's a reason that the trading card game store owning simulator game has a way of you spraying people down with deodorant, or like a spray that makes them not
Yeah.
stink. Like, it is a stereotype for a reason. Please don't be
Unfortunately.
stinky if you can help it. Like, wear
Right.
deodorant, shower beforehand, like, do something.
It's not hard.
It's not that hard.
My thing that I've done, because I have been the smelly person before. I know it.
Oh, same.
I mean,
We were
like,
all
all
in
of us
middle
have.
school.
Yeah,
well,
we've all
I'm talking
existed in
about
life.
like,
yesterday.
longer than I
You smell
would
through the window.
care to admit.
Well, I wasn't going to say it,
yeah.
but,
With that, a great thing you can do if you're going to convention, I think we've talked about this before, but just put a stick of deodorant in your backpack.
100%. I
one
don't
in
go to
your
a tournament
bag.
without it.
And then, put one in your glove box in your car. Just make sure you get the kind that doesn't melt, because if you're in a hot spot,
it's hot. It's
Yeah.
hot.
it can melt, and then it's kind of useless. But yeah, it's been a lifesaver for me more than I would more times than not, where I'm just like, oh, I forgot to put on deodorant before leaving the house because XYZ.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
happened,
Well, yeah. Now I've got deodorant in the car. All right, cool. I am still not going to be super stinky. So
Yeah,
it works out
problem
great.
solved.
Emergency deodorant sticks. 10 out of 10. Hashtag we should be sponsored.
Yep. Today's episode
what
sponsored by
would be
Old
our-
Spice. Don't smell like that.
Okay, there we go.
I'm on a horse.
Wait, I'm on a horse.
Horsemanship.
I'm on the weather.
I'm on a horsemanship.
Yep.
I'm on the weatherlight. Yeah. There we go. We should do Magic the Gathering ads, but remade ads of other companies in Magic theme.
Yeah, Tristan messaged me about doing those like 3 weeks ago, and I just haven't
Wait,
put
what?
them in.
Real
Yeah,
thing? Someone thought of it?
yeah.
I
Tristan
will
was
never
like,
have an
"Hey, you
original
should."
thought in my life.
No, you'll have a couple. I'm pretty sure we heard a few before we started recording.
Yeah, when I talk about Oko, a lot of those are pretty original.
Maybe not that, but okay. We ready to go for the last question here?
Born
Yeah.
ready.
All
It
right.
slid out of the womb ready.
I
Okay.
don't like that phrasing.
Me
I don't like that
neither.
phrasing.
I also don't like it. All right. This one is from the EDH subreddit, username artificer_hex. Legible. 3 legible names today. I'm happy. Thanks, guys. So,
Is that like bingo? It should be like say bingo or like
Right.
Yahtzee or something? Like
Bingo.
the post title is Players Not Contributing During Games. The post says, "Hi. So one thing that has become clear in the last few weeks is that it's back in vogue to just not play interaction anymore and tunnel vision on your own proactive plan instead. About 1/3 of games over the last month or so were ones where at least one player, and many times more than one player, didn't interact at all. It's a maddening task to try to play enough interaction to make up for one person essentially parasiting off of my interaction, let alone when all 3 opponents play like that. I didn't come here to complain, but to ask for strategy advice. So how do I deal with this type of player, and how should I act to avoid becoming the free hit target, as I've had to spend all of my resources on suppressing my opponents? For context, I play in mostly randomized pods, so my ability to have a deep philosophical discussion with them about deck building and collective responsibility is limited. Do I just sandbag my removal and try to appear meek, hoping that my opponents will bash each other into oblivion so that I can sweep the game in the last second? I also don't want to emulate my opponents and do the same thing they frequently do. If so, I could save my money and time and just goldfish my decks online." So Nate, what are your thoughts here? How does this person play around everyone else doing nothing?
So funnily enough, this was actually a thing that kind of happened with our play group.
Yeah, I think we talked about it.
Yeah, I think we talked about it before, but specifically back when
in the
your
golden
brother,
years.
well, mostly when your brother got back from his mission, we were playing, and like a lot of people were still in the, hey, I'm battlecruiser, I'm doing my thing, and people like, oh, I'm gonna pop off now, and I'm just like, no, and I interact with them.
No.
And so that's kind of been my thing. I'm like, I'll just be the guy that tells you no, and I'll still get to do my thing because I've got interaction. If you're
Yeah,
not going to play
timing,
any
right?
interaction, yeah. So my thing is, you can do some interaction. You can wheel and deal. That's another thing I've done before. I've been like, hey guys, I can deal with this so we don't lose. What are you guys going to do for me? Or are you guys going to let me, leave me alone on your next turn?
Yeah.
I'd like to start wheeling and dealing when I'm the one that has to interact with everything.
Yeah, if they're gonna make you use it, get some value out of it, right?
Right. But yeah, I think having interaction and then using it for your benefit and being very sparing with it can help a lot with getting you there. It does also depend on what bracket you're playing at. Because you're playing at a 4 and people aren't playing interaction well,
Doesn't quite feel
that
like a
is very
four then.
unfortunate.
I feel like four does have really good interaction, but I
I
can
mean,
definitely see sitting down at a four pod, at a bracket four pod, and just everybody just full battle cruisering around the table.
it feels. I haven't looked at the semi blue list very much, but as far as have been led to understand, semi blue does feel a little bit like a big stomp. A big stompy is another thing. Like in CDH, there's even to a very much lesser extent battle cruiser mentality sometimes.
That is
Because
true.
Atali is pretty much a battlecruiser CDH deck. He doesn't have
Yeah,
a ton
that's
of
a fair point.
interaction. Yeah, I just think you need to wheel and deal more, and then also make sure you're using your interaction for your advantage,
Yeah,
and then bring it up to people. Be like, man, it'd be cool if you could have interacted with my win con, but
yeah,
Like, sorry,
because you just
buddy.
didn't have it this game.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, and I like to word it in ways that I'm like, oh, you just didn't draw it this game. And if they don't have it in their deck, well, they'll might be like, hey, I guess I need more interaction.
yeah. I would say my strategy on this is timing. Just remember that not everything needs to be removed immediately,
Yeah,
and that if you can, do sandbag your removal until the last possible moment where it is going to be the worst case scenario for you. Whether it's right after a win attempt, you can stop it with your interaction, or a large chunk of your life total getting taken out in one big swing and you have removal for that. Just finding ways to use your removal where it only benefits you. And when people start to complain, like, oh, well, why didn't you remove X thing that just hit me for 9 poison? You just tell them, well, wasn't coming at me, so why would I bother?
yeah,
Somebody board wipes, and they're like, well, why didn't you counter the board wipe? Well, I only had 3 creatures in play. You all had 20 apiece. Why would I do that? Seems fine to me for somebody else to board wipe, until they get the point that if they want permanents removed that are detrimental to just them, they need to be the one to play that interaction.
yeah.
Very true.
I have running jokes with friends where I've had games where they have used interaction very poorly. One of them was I was getting minimal value off of a card that I was going to lose anyway after a board wipe. I was just trying to do something, and then the person was like, well, if I can't have nothing, you can't have anything either. So they countered my thing that would have got me minimal value. And then immediately afterwards, somebody played Heuristic Study, and their interaction would have been able to deal with the Heuristic Study. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, it would have been great if you had an offer they couldn't refuse for that Heuristic Study.
Yep. Wouldn't it be
So
great if you had your own solution to these problems?
yeah, so I agree with you.
Artificer Hex. Welcome to the dark side. Because the way you're going to beat this, you better get a nice plate of pancakes because you're running stacks. All right?
Oh,
Because
gosh.
if nobody runs interaction, make it so they have to. Because they're going to
Oh.
want to get rid of your stacks pieces. And
Uh,
it's not going the way that you didn't want to do. You don't want to emulate your opponents. You're just slowing them down to the point where they have to deal with you. Or they can't do anything.
I actually
You
really like this strat.
that's pretty good. Actually, I'm kind of here for it as well.
Make them interact. Make them interact. They might not want to play with you. Sucks for them. Run interaction, losers. Like that's not that hard.
Well,
Yeah.
also the fact that they could be like, "Man, you got so many stacks." I'm like, "Man, you can
Dang,
remove
dude.
them. It's a
If
dude
only-
on the battlefield. You can remove it."
If only there
Yeah.
was a thing called a kill spell. Like, oh man, I wish they printed those in Magic. That would be great.
Right? You might not have to go Winota strong with stacks, but
No.
running
Just like
stacks with
stacks in general. Yeah.
yeah,
I've
maybe a
toyed with the
Lavinia or
idea
something
of
like that.
rebuilding Lavinia, yeah, just
Yeah.
seeing if I can
Yeah.
make that work again, but we'll see.
Possibility Storm.
Yeah.
Dragon Magistrate. Have some fun,
Yeah.
Make them run some stacks. Or if you would like to emulate your opponents, right now, and this is something I struggle with as well when I'm playing Commander, is you are playing not to lose, not playing to win. So you're
Mm,
playing so that somebody else doesn't win, but you're not
Yes.
actively trying to win either because you're stopping them. So you need to change your
That
mindset and win faster.
yeah.
that is a better way of saying what I was kind of getting at earlier.
Yeah, you don't want to be
No.
playing to not lose because you're not winning. Two other players are actively winning when you're stopping another player, like because you are wasting resources to stop them, and other people are just benefiting from the interaction.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's that fine line between just trying to win before them and just goldfishing your decks because nobody's going to interact, so why bother? Um, I think it's fine to just decide that you're going to hold your interaction to things that directly impede your win.
Yep.
If you're playing a very combat focused deck and you see somebody with some great blockers on the board, get that removal in there. Get rid of those enchantments that like propaganda that are stopping you from attacking. Just focus in your removal on the things that are stopping you from winning, and hopefully other players get the point. And if not, once you focus your attention on less of being the table police and more of just winning your own race, it'll just turn out better for you. And the more you win, the more people will pay attention, even in this randomized place where you play, right? Even in a LGS, if you are winning frequently, other players will notice and other players will come to you for advice. And that's when you can start telling them, you need to run removal. I have seen you cast a single Swords to Plowshares in my life, and we have been playing for 5 years. So you need more removal. And hopefully it'll start to click, and they'll start to realize, hey, I'm losing a lot, and maybe it is for this removal reason. I'll start putting more in.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, you guys?
Not for that question.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move closer to the end of the episode here, and as we move
I have a
closer,
question.
okay.
Okay.
The sandbag from Super Smash Bros. Is that a sandbag? Is that filled with sand?
I
The
think
thing you
it's a
do with the little
sandbag.
baseball game?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
sandbag?
He's a
Okay.
sandbag.
Yeah, we're all sandbags in a way,
Yeah.
I
That's
was
all.
okay. I'm sitting here and looking at him like that kind of feels more like a punching bag, but maybe a
Right?
punching
It
bag
kind of
full of
looks like one
sand.
of
Well,
those like
punching
boxing
bags have
bags that
sand.
you like how to use. It's a
Boxing
sand.
bags have
I don't know.
sand. They do.
I need the
Yeah.
official Nintendo lore right now of sandbag.
New spin-off podcast.
All right, it is literally
Nintendo
named
lore.
sandbag.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So it's a sandbag.
So yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right, let's continue on.
anyway, moving to the end of the podcast here. Do you guys have anything you want to chat about? Just kind of outside the realm of Magic. Anything? Any big news? Any fun things you guys want to talk about?
Ooh, yes. There's big news that I have been super excited about since Friday, and people who have listened to the podcast for a while will not be surprised about what I'm going to talk about at all.
Our loyal
Uh,
listeners,
Our
All
loyal
two of
listeners.
you.
praise be thy names.
So this is a very clearly a Brandon Sanderson related thing. This
Who?
last week, Brandon Sanderson,
Who?
the author,
Yes.
the author,
Yes,
Yeah.
Zach. We know.
the person that we're going to make you read his books. We will
In
get
my
you.
little
You will
dungeon.
read them.
I
I'm
will
going
have
to
one book for
blast his
entertainment.
audiobooks into your dungeon so that you have no choice but to listen to them.
That's right. We're gonna give you
Anything's
back
better
your
than Mozart.
fingers, and then if you don't listen to the books, we'll just take them back again.
Yep.
There we go. Sorry, continue.
But on Friday, was it Friday or Thursday? The end of last week, it was announced, and he has since confirmed that Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn / Cosmere stuff has been picked up by Apple TV to make a film adaptation for Mistborn and a TV show for the Cosmere. And I am so excited because along with that, Brandon also has more power with it than George R.R. Martin or J.K. Rowling had with either of their franchises that got picked up. So
Wow.
he's writing the screenplay for Mistborn. He's been kind of working on that for a while. It's been a fun project he's been working on. But the fact that he's going to be a part of the whole process makes me so excited because it means it's a whole lot more likely that it will be better.
That it will be phenomenal.
Yeah, and seeing after these announcements, oh man, people are going absolutely hog wild with fan casting, and some of them are fun to see, and some of them are like, what?
Oh, some of them are gross, but yeah, I'm also excited here because this is I heard about this and I got incredibly excited as well. Just the hearing that he has so much creative control over this project is so like heartening to see, and I think it's really indicative of a shift in the industry, a slow shift, but a shift where producers and Hollywood as a whole are realizing that if you want a adaptation of something to go well, you need the original creator of that something, right?
And you need
At
to
least
listen
to
to
make
them.
sure it's getting the same vision as what the original art did or wanted.
Yeah, every time we've seen a thing happen where they don't listen to the people, it's crash and burn.
Yeah,
look at
big
Borderlands.
example of that. Borderlands
is a huge example.
It would have been a fantastic movie, and they just didn't do anything that the games made the games good. Like,
yeah, they decided to make it geriatric, but that's a whole nother thing. My big example of that is the Witcher TV show.
Ooh, yeah.
The longer they went on, the more they went away from the source material, and the more they went away from the source material, the more it suffered.
Oh, Henry Cavill got mad. He was like, "I'm done with this,"
and why he
I'm
left.
Out. Yeah, that's literally why he left. He's like, "I love The Witcher, and I wanted to be The Witcher."
Yeah, he got one of his dream roles, and then they screwed it up for him because they're like, "Nah, we're doing a different story. We're telling it differently. We're not taking away the games from you. You still got those." And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, "Why are you telling their story, this story, differently? Tell this story or write your own. You don't need to change this story to make it your story."
Yeah,
like the games were different than the books, and they still worked really well. So like, why couldn't they choose one or the other and just build a TV show around it? Like,
right. And as far as I know, the games don't follow the same material as the books. Like they're a different time frame. But I'm not a super huge Witcher fan.
It's so good. It's a good game. You would
like
it if you enjoyed Claire.
That's fair.
Expedition 33.
Oh, dude, that game is so good.
Yeah, you would like The Witcher 3.
Yeah, it's just a thing where I'm so excited.
Forget about all the nudity. And don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay. I mean that. Yeah.
Just close your eyes. Just like when you're watching a movie with your parents, just close your eyes.
Just close your eyes when the nudity comes on in the movies I'm watching.
And then I'll let you know when it's over because I will not be able to take my eyes off of Geralt. So
that's fair.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Gotcha. Going back to the fan casting real quick, though. For those who don't know Brandon Sanderson very well, there is a character named Sylphrena. She is a little fairy kind of character. She is depicted as being very childish and very girly at the start. Like, she's very whimsical in that. I saw somebody who fan casted her to be played by Aquafina.
No.
Yeah. Immediately I jump in the comments and I pull up the Office thing where he's like, no,
Michael Scott just screaming, no. That was my reaction when somebody did the fan cast for the Mistborn books into the movies, and they said Breeze should be played, which Breeze is like this member of the lower class who tries to pretend to be a bit more fancy. He likes his fancy clothes, his drink. He's actually incredibly intelligent and very powerful in his own right. But he has this air of superiority and sometimes this air of ignorance that he'll put on to kind of downplay himself. He pretends to be a jerk, but he really cares about people. Anyway, really great character. somebody suggested he be played by Peter Dinklage, and I don't think I
No.
could have noped harder out of seeing that recommendation, because
Mm-mm.
holy crap, just keep Peter Dinklage out of it, man. Just keep him out.
Yeah.
He fits
No.
nowhere. He fits nowhere.
Can I fan cast you in that role?
Yes,
I
I will
mean-
be.
man.
I will be unnamed
Right?
Ska
Right?
number 4, who just dies in the first 5 minutes, but I'm in.
See, that's where I'm at with Stormlight Archive. I'm like, I know, even if I got training, I'm not going to be a solid actor. Like, everybody's got their own strengths. Acting is not one of mine.
Yep.
Yeah.
But how much I would love to be Bridgman 46, who takes an arrow in
To the
the
knee?
first like 5 minutes. Well,
Oh yeah,
in the
I
second
do.
episode
That's
of the
a
Stormlight
Skyrim
Archive
reference.
TV show, I will happily be on the screen for 5 seconds and die. That would make my life. I would be so excited.
Oh yeah,
Like those
absolutely,
big
dude.
war scenes in like Lord of the Rings, where it's
Yep.
like the arrows fly over, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
just one of those guys that get hit by an arrow. Just
Yep.
like, oh,
That'll be me.
that's me, I'm there.
I'll be happy.
So very minor spoilers for the Stormlight Archive. They're in this war, and they have to cross these chasms, and these chasms are contested pretty heavily. So the enemy will show up, and they'll start shooting arrows back and forth. Well, most of the time, there's people who have slow bridges that are armored and can go. But one guy in particular is like, nah, I want to get there fast, so that way I can get the treasure from these contested platforms and these contested plateaus. So he uses mobile bridges where he just
Carried
has
by people.
slaves.
Yep.
Yeah, slaves carry bridges and run at the chasm. Almost every single one, a bridge crew's gone. Like, it
Yeah.
is very rare that a whole bridge crew comes back.
These are like 30-man
And-
crews, and
Yeah.
more often than not, 2 or 3 entire crews are wiped out.
Yeah. And it is very rare that you go through a bridge run unscathed as a bridge crew. And so being one of these bridgemen is basically guaranteed death. And I'm like, let me be a guaranteed
Let me
death
be
guy
that.
for the show.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
okay
do
with
it.
this.
I'll do
I
it.
just want to be part of it.
Okay, question for you: if you had to die on screen, what
Uh-huh.
what way would you want to die in? Like,
Okay.
like a cool way.
Ooh.
Like, let's say this is like a Criminal Minds episode or something. And you're like,
Oh.
you're gonna get killed.
Can I put myself into a pre-existing movie and replace one of the characters with me?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
perfect. Because here is my thought: Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, The Siege of Minas
Okay.
Tirith. Do you know the scene where they are firing trebuchets back at each other? And the first one is like, release the prisoners, and he like chucks a bunch of heads into the into the thing, and they respond by throwing chunks of the city back out. And there's that scene where the big ugly looking dude whose arm is like all jacked up, the rock is coming right for him. A very last second, he moves to the side and it hits someone else instead. Or I think it just like hits the grass. I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy who just specifically gets killed
It's unfortunate.
by that rock. Yep, that's who I want to be.
So
I like it.
yeah, mine is going back to the Stormlight Archive thing. In here, there is, at the start of the book, there's this crazy fight scene where you get to see this character do powers that you don't even see in the book till later on again. He just comes out of nowhere and just starts wreaking havoc. And the swords in this world cut through souls. So if you get hit by it,
Oh wow.
first it's going to kill the limb that it cuts through, and then it can actually cut through the limb. But if you cut through the head or the heart, it will kill you basically instantly. And there's very few ways to block it. I think it'd be cool to be one of the guys in that initial reign of terror where you're just like, hey, excuse me, dude, what are you doing here? And
And
they
then
just
get cut and
summons a
die.
sword out of the air and then slices you through, and your eyes just burn out.
You're like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. What about you, Zach?
You know, in Indiana Jones, where the guy is like doing all the sword stuff, and he like looks really cool, and then Indy just pulls out the gun and shoots him. That'll be me.
Yep. Okay. That's some
Yep.
pretty good scenes.
You just want to be the guy that got shot because Indy was sick.
Hey,
that day.
I looked cool doing it, so you know,
True.
Yep.
it's
And
worth
it's one
it.
of the most famous scenes in Indiana Jones. So
It's true.
Yep, it's iconic. So yeah,
It
that'd be me.
is iconic. Wonderful.
yeah. All right. Well, I think that'll do it for us this week. If you guys have anything else you wanted to add, you're welcome to interrupt. Um, but yeah, as we get closer to the end of the episode here, we want to remind you guys that if you have any questions for us, you can send them over to us at manabonded@gmail.com. We'll take questions, we'll take advice that you're looking for. We're here to help. We want to answer your guys' questions, so go ahead and send them to us. We'll also take them through our various social media channels. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Blue Sky. I believe we're on TikTok. If we got that worked out, or one of us is on TikTok, you can send it to one of us.
If you want, you can slide it over to us and like ask the person behind you to pass it over to us and like a note, and then the teacher is going to catch us, and we're gonna be like, oh no!
And the teacher
But
will
then
be forced
the
to read
teacher's
it.
gonna read it out loud, and then we'll answer your question in class.
There we
Thank you.
go.
Yeah.
I'm also going to say this on the podcast, so I'm forced to do it. So I'm reminded to do it. I'm going to put all of the episodes up on YouTube as videos. Hopefully,
Heck
there won't be
yeah.
any like real video to go with it. It will
It's not
likely
like a
just
picture of
be
magic cards.
yeah, it's going to be like a still
Yeah.
image at first. It's just going to be the still image of our
Amen.
podcast art. But
It
Well,
should be a still image,
aside-
and then like our faces
aside from the one
replacing the faces
episode-
of the card.
maybe we'll see.
Aside from the one episode, we gotta do the Sharkapella art for that episode.
Ooh, true.
Yeah, for that one, I'll have the Sharkapella art show up at some
I
point.
like
But
that,
yeah,
I like that.
video editing is not something I know how to do. So for now, it'll just be a still image with audio behind it. Speaking of that podcast art is done by Shadow Equipex. His work is at the link down in the description. If you like
Shadow Equipex.
if you like the music at the start and end of every episode, that music is done by Steve Brown. Find his music over at
Steve Brown.
stevebrownsongs.com.
Number one
I talked
iTunes
to him-
artist, Steve Brown.
I talked to him this weekend, and I'm hoping to get
With my
a
feet.
song he's working on to kind of show off to you guys and kind of show you some of the work that he's been up to.
Heck yeah.
It's us, the
Yeah.
Sharkapella group. It's a song for us.
I think that's all I've got. Do you guys have any final words you want to say before we call it?
I love
That
you.
is good.
All right, well, we will see you guys next week. Bye. All right, well, we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Adios. Bon voyage. I'm off to war. Goodbye.
We'll see you later.
Zach,
Take my handkerchief. Take my handkerchief.
I might have to cut that one, Zach. That's the second time you've done that bit. You repeated a bit, Zach.
We've added. The bits are everything. I'm the bits.
I'll make it a blooper
Okay,
for
so
you.
here.
Thanks for the bit. Okay.
Winota is like has gone out in and out of prayer or blah 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 blah. Winota's gone in and out of popularity.
Is Bailey mad at me?
So, I showed her.
No, she was sleeping. No, why'd you show it to her?
I
It's like organically
specifically
finding.
showed her that blooper, and she thought it was hilarious.
How could this
yeah, I was
happen
like-
to me?
So
made my
I showed it to
mistake.
her, and she told me that I should come back to the podcast today and tell you that she listened to it and started crying
That would've been
and
good.
was very
That would've
sad,
been
and
good.
you really hurt her feelings. But that's mean, and I didn't want to do that.
That would've been good, though.
hilarious.
That was a good start. Why didn't we do that? All right, let's re-record it.
The whole thing, from the top.
My wife heard your comments from last week, and it really hurt her feelings.
Yeah,
She's
no.
been crying all week long.
Nathaniel has been playing Minecraft for 67 hours.
It's true.
Jeez.
AFK farming is
14.
fantastic.
Gosh dang it! I wish you'd been turned it on 2 hours and 15 minutes, or like an hour and 15 minutes sooner, so that we could have said that you've
69
been playing for 69 hours.
9 hours.
Well, we did
Oh,
do the
man.
6-7 hours.
No. I will not put 6-7 in this podcast. I will skip episode 67 if we ever get to it.
Oh my god. We can't skip
gonna-
episode 69 though.
No.
That'll
Oh,
be the
dude,
Oko episode. That'll
episode
be the Oko
69.
episode.
Episode 69 will be our greatest episode. Okay, we have to make
That's-
it just
that's the
absolute.
Harry
Incredible.
Kill episode.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
that's the kiss Mary kill. You could do the kiss Mary kill if you want to be a little bit.
Yeah, I
more
don't know if
PG.
I don't,
That's
yeah.
fair. That's
I'll
fair,
call it a
that's
kiss,
fair.
Mary, kill, but still, it'll
Kiss Harry Kill.
We
With
we
guest
can
star
have a little
Tristan.
explanation. Yeah.
yeah.